This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised. Me Grimlock, no king. Me bozo. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate and welcome back to your newest nerdism fix. Today, Giga Powers, Giga Source, Master Robots, HQ01, Superator, aka, look at the size of this thing, a real masterpiece Grimlock. Loads of die cast, loads of painted plastic, gloriously looking, but a good bit of weaknesses, sadly. So this will be a little bit more, like Andy said, many thanks again, dude, a criticful review, and so it shall be. I checked him out over the last few days, and he's beautiful. He absolutely is. Transformation is easy, pretty much spot on. And he has some features that were a little weird and toyish / childish for the real MP08, like the wiggling tail. There's a little bit of give like below here, but that's anything you can do with it. And the head is actually ratcheted, so you don't have to ratchet this in order for the tail to go this way. This was weird. So yeah. There's a lot to talk about. I will do my damnedest to show you the ins and outs of this guy, but you see how big this guy is. You maybe guess it. This platform right here is a little bit too small. So we head on to the back studio. Ooh. Since we are back here, we do not mess with 360s and start directly with the box. The usual Giga Power style with all these metallic scales here, the Giga Power logo up here, Giga Source, Master Robot, Superator, all the information you need. Ages 15 plus. Beautiful drawn picture, a little bit more battle damage with the edges kind of scuffed up. We see his throne here, Emperor Grimlock, the arc back here. Playset looming. That looks all good. Rotate to the left. Little bio, the scales continue, logo and all the stuff. On the back, some action or some more action-like shots, accessories. The same bio as on the side. And again, rotated some cutouts from the front. Very sturdy cardboard. On the top, we got need some leverage here. The same scaling, Giga Power Superator, and some more cautionary messages below. As always on accessories, we start with instructions. Some foil stuff, I don't know, it's not paper. It feels like a foil, like laminated, but it's like the whole piece. Interesting. Pretty high class, I gotta say. So nice black and white shot with the sword. What is coming with them? Again, the bio, and on this side we have all the instructions for the transformation. Nothing again on the accessories, how they are actually attached, but this is pretty easy. Pack and port system shown you in a bit, and how the batteries are assembled and also which ones. Cautionary messages, and a little bit more of a G1-ish art in here. That looks cool. That looks pretty cool. So yeah, instructions. Not all laid out, but we got some real accessories nevertheless. At first he comes with his disassembled dino arms, which are rather fine, I would say. We have silver on the main arms and gray on the ball pack, and they're pretty nicely done. Simple, with a little bit of line work here and here. You see the mushroom pack, but nevertheless it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Little problem on this one. this pin comes off super easy. It looks like it should be screwed, but it isn't, and it's also too short, so you can push it on, but as soon as you, yeah, so no. It's not set in which comes which, so you can adjust that later, but you push the arms in just by pushing them in. Next is actually my favorite accessory. We have this head, which is a bit more IDW with the teeth on his actual visor down here. Looks super cool. I think I would put this head on and leave it on. It's amazing, nicely done. I think when it's this metallic, the metallic Superator, why not have the eyes metallic? Anyway, nice line work. Few piston works in here, ventilations, and I don't know, kind of air shaft stuff in here. Very nice, very cool. I love this head. Like, I know some people think it's stupid with the teeth and everything, but I think I would say this would be my Grimlock head to go. And since it arrived this way on my doorstep, I don't know if it's delivered this way, but I would say so, it comes with the normal Grimlock head with the blue visor. And to have this guy put on, you already guessed it, you just pull this off. It's a great tolerance, it's the way to go if you ask me. And you push this on. And that would be my Grimlock. Still weird, it's kind of the matrix of Grimlock, but here it comes with this crown, plastic, gold color, metallic, super sharp. Be mindful of that, super sharp. And it's genius stuff to put this thing on, mind you. Pew pew, swoosh, slash, here comes the weapons. Red translucent on the sword, black on here. It's all fairly simple, but the line works are nice. You turn this on by pushing this button in the back in here. It's okay. But that's pretty much the extent of it, and also on the price, 175 bucks. There are no batteries. Next up comes the, let's say, the blight of this review. I hate these flames. I really hate them. They are sculpted severely well, but you make sure you have this cut out on the front and to have this here, because this comes in here. And then you put this over, and it looks cool because there are open places for everything. But you can't do shit with it because it comes apart all the time. You have it attached and you try to keep it attached, but the problem just is that when you push it in here, it comes apart at all the wrong places. You see, I did nothing and it came apart. This is not good. This is not good. Practicality, 0. But at least what's practical is the spec port system on the sword and on the blaster in a bit. You just wrap them around. The handle is even too big for this, but yeah, it's very safe. Which brings us to the second to last accessory, which is the blaster, which is this great sculpting. We have these coils here and more ventilation, and all of this lights up. Where's the button? Why doesn't the blaster light up? Like, this is lifeless. Yeah. And you might have thought you put it in via these usual pegs on the hands. And this is very safe. Like, the arm gives first before the weapon gives, but it's very safe. Final accessory we need Grimlock for, and this is in this little bag. It's his front shield, and it is exactly that, and it does exactly that, because I didn't put it on because Andy still wants to have the Autobot symbol in here, so when you put it on, it will look like this, which is fine, completes the look. But once it's in, I pretty sure you will never get it out, so I'm not keeping this in here, just so you know, and so just as you've seen. And here we got him, and he is a big boy. Short 360 for you guys. It's better to do it this way. So really clean from the back, except for the dino bits, of course, but otherwise he's very, very clean. He's very clean, he looks very nice, and it works well. I think Superator, sculpting-wise, Superator, Giga Power did a splendid job on this guy, and they did a fair job on this. They really did a fair job on this. He comes with weaknesses, but I get where they are coming from, or I can imagine to get where they are coming from. But he has problems. He sure has problems. Anyway, some details. We have a simple black head with blue painted visor. That looks nice. Gloriously gunmetal on a lot of parts on the body. I think this is actually the poured plastic. Some red on the inside of the arms here. Yeah, comes through all right. Beautiful paintings on the inside of his, let's say, Dinobot wings, I would say so. Also on the arms here with silver, red, gold, all here green, silver, blue, red, gold, everything. A lot of it is painted. It looks very, very cool. Very, very cool. Also on this arm here, yes, this is a ratcheted bicep swivel. Blue, red, silver, red, gold, silver, gold. It's almost everywhere. It's insane. The bicep swivel is too. Red, super shiny below here. Looks absolutely beautiful. I forgot the word, I'm sorry. This guy was a little bit frustrating already, so I may be out a little bit of my comfort zone. I thought there was some chipping, but it was actually a sculpted detail which reflected. Ha, ha, ha. Silver, silver, black, red. Also on the back here, looks very nice. The legs are a thing of beauty too. Like gunmetal again, silver, black, red, silver, silver on the vents here, gold. We have the blue. Apparently his ratchets aren't as stable as I thought. Sorry, put the arm in real quick. So red, blue and green down here with black on the front. That looks nice, and I think the insides of the leg come through pretty nicely. That looks pretty cool. So styling wise, he is very, very cool. I gotta say so. Styling wise, he's beautiful. The problems are with the articulation. Like the head comes up so high, like, you know, he's standing in front of Unicron and says, Grimlock says, needs some strategy. Okay, cool. But hello, anyone down here? He can't see those guys. Like, there's no way. You could have maybe done a little bit of a, like this flexes, you know, there's some give here. Why not put in a joint so you can look down? I don't get it. Left and right also limited due to the shape of his chin and this collar here. So you need to put this up, and then he only can look up. Me no likey. Ratcheted shoulders, those are insane. Super clunky. No butterfly, sadly. Soft ratchet all around if you take the wing out of the back, I would say. Like I said, very stiff bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow due to the dino articulation. Gives you pretty much the exact 90 degrees. Little low, but I would say without this he wouldn't have that at least, so I think that's okay. The hands are, goddamn those knees. What the hell is wrong with those knees? I just feel that. Those are weak. Those are weak ass knees. Anyway, the hands are beautiful. We have a ball joint at the base of the thumb with pinned secondary and tertiary knuckles. Same on the rest of the four fingers, and they are also kind of ball jointed at the base, so you can spread them and have a lot of that sweet articulation in those fingers. That actually works very, very well. Still, the hand is too small for the weapons, but it is cool. We have, this looks like an app crunch cutout, right? There's nothing. We have a waist rotation. It sounded like a click, but there wasn't. That works fine. Hip skirts to the front and to the back. That works nice. Gives you the full deal to the front and the full deal to the back. That's nice. Thigh swivel built around the cut here, and the knees get you the exact 90 degrees. So that's okay. Next problems come sadly with the feet. Like there's no toe tilt, there's no ankle pivot. Essentially there's nothing except a special edition cat hair. The thing is we got is an outward rocker that's ratcheted and works on here, which is an interesting kind to do business. The problem is it only works outward but not inward. So when you want to have him level standed, the thing is that you need to do, and which just looks weird, you need to activate these joints to have him O-standed, like O-legged. I don't like that, not one bit. So there's that. So I would love to show you the articulation with a cool sword with the flames and everything. I've shown you the sword. The thing is, running could actually work. Running could work, so we'll try that. And that's also the only thing I try, because like I said, I think he is severely unstable. And making this big bot run is maybe, you see, I can't even pose the head too forward to really make him look running nice. So yeah, no, there's not a lot of things possible with him. No, not good. Like there is stuff you can do with it, sure, but I think it's a bad design. And there are not a lot of things possible. So I'm not a fan. But for comparisons, the only thing that really matters pretty much is how Optimus Prime scales, and I think he is too big, and also how his creator scales. And I think Superator is way too big. So this amounts to the problems, I would say. So let's get this guy transformed, which I'm sure will be fun. You open up the arms, make sure you have this straightened out so you have the space here. It just moves, everything moves just a little bit too much to really make it happen smoothly. And then you put the hand in and you close the arm up. Same on the other side. A little bit of something spliced in between while we're at the arm. When you transform him back from Dino to Bot, getting their hands out is rather hard. They put in a little indentation, some rail in here, but you won't quite get any grip. So I recommend you take the spudger and you press down here, and at the same time you push here so you actually get some movement in there. Did you see that? Then you can more easily grab into here. It's super hard. Like this is not fun, not at all. You can get in there and try and get him out, but it's not easy. Like you see, it's not fun to get the hand out once it's in Dino mode. I have kind of no possibility to get this out. This is extremely frustrating, no fun whatsoever, so maybe think twice when you get the hand out. Now I got it. So you need to make sure that you get any way, any grip, any way you can, whatever, to get this out. No fun. Then we get to this part. You push these forward, you slide the arms out, that's what I meant to say, and you make sure this thing is coming undone everywhere. You rotate this down, same on the other side. Pull it out, rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. While having these out, you slide the upper body down and you slide his backpack up. Then you push in the arms and slide these back. With this business concluded, you rotate the head forward, have these ones closed forward, bring this in angle, bring the head in between these railings here, and then you can close off the poor one-armed Grimlock. If you hear me screaming, don't fear, it's only because this arm came off so many times. Then we continue with the legs, which is not fun either. For this part, you best take a spudger, because you go into this little guy here and push them out, because you need all of this out. Same on the other side, get in here, bring this out, and bring all of this out. Then you rotate this down 180 degrees all around. Bring this all out. This is spring loaded, this helps. Bring this over this little arm. Put your fingernail like in here. Put it out, rotate it. It's a big bot. He actually pushed against my wall back there. And you repeat this on the other side. Rotate this out, put this back in, spring-loaded arm out, put this back, bring this little arm back out, because you will need that in a bit. Then you need to rotate the legs and make sure that you see the angle of this bit here, because this angle is also how the leg is needed to be angled, roughly, because then you flip this all in. Make sure you bring all of this over and have his foot like in here. This way you can have, we'll see if I can make it show, like my back plate keeps coming down because I need to have my weight on the plate. Because of the size of this guy, not an easy review, I tell you that. Have this angled. You can push it in now, but it doesn't help too much. So you have this. Best is you do this with the other side too. Have it angled, rotate it, bring this around. Oh, God damn. I don't think I will buy a Grimlock in my life ever. This is horrible. And I forgot the foot. Bring this all over so that it roughly looks like this. Then you can bring in the tail, like the lower portions back here and also up here. Then you start pushing it in here and you can close or starting to close down everything, which is rather hard because you need to have these guys pushed in here. You need the head, the tail back here, and this needs to be pushed in here, while I also have the angles right here. So we'll try it as best as we can. And push these together if he lets me, like this, bring this little closures down, like the real order of things is not cool. This is not a fun transformation. I'm not enjoying this guy, I will tell you so much. He looks good, but like my satisfaction with God Enter is non-existent with this guy. And you push this in together. If you can. You need to align it real good and have the angle set, and then it might hold. I will clean this guy up when we take a look at him. So why not guess? Why I tried to correct him, the arm came off again. This thing, in my opinion, is a piece of shit. Like there are parts that are good. You will see that with the rating. And it pushes this severely high. Still, from this point on, where I'm at now, I can still already not recommend him. Not at all. The articulation pulled through nicely though, I gotta say. The dino head looks amazing. This is super cool with a lot of line work in here, and we have the muted plastic here with the gold below. Ratchet head goes all around. Also on the neck, we have his little gun here. Sadly, or stupidly so, you cannot have the fire attached to this. You can put it in, but it doesn't hold. Since the arms are on ball joints, this all works good. The other part come on, man, really? This is a sad joke. This is really a sad joke. Like you don't even need to make sure which arm is which, because you will push them out either way and they will come apart. This is ridiculous. The shoulder articulation becomes the thigh articulation. Same with the soft ratchets. You can align or ratchet down the lower legs, and then you have a real dinosaur stance. So yeah, there's that. But he comes apart like kind of everywhere. This is weird. I don't know. I think Giga Power dropped the ball with this guy. Yeah, just in between, you can attach the gun like on here, kind of. Like this. You need to push them down all the way. And you could put this in. I don't know why would you want it, but that's a thing. Yeah, you hear my reservations about this guy. So I think I would change my final rating for him. I talked this all over already, and it may not fit, but I will put a remark below there, but I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good, and I'm actually very frustrated with him. In Dino mode, I would say he's too small. I don't know, there would be some mass shifting involved. Like for Wheeljack it's okay, but for Prime, I don't know. It's a mixed bag, guys. I think it's weird. Final score. So there you go, guys. Giga Power's Superator. Is he good? In places, but he also falls apart in places. Like the packaging I enjoy. I think with all those metallic scales and everything, and the logo and all that design stuff in here, I think some partial varnishing and also maybe some embossed stuff that would have helped. But still, they are nice. They are not really, I don't know, they're not really useful for a library feel, you know, because they're just too big. You can put them all together And with the stuff over here, you still have all the dinosaurs and everything. But I think they're just huge. Of course, they're huge. That's not the negative. The negative is just they're beautiful, but there could have been a little bit more to this. You know, like the appearance and all of this with the paint and everything. That's beautiful. But I think, like for example, when we go to the appearance and all for the paint, I think the paint is good, but I think, to me personally, on the Giga Power it's a little bit overdone, because they're supposed to be G1 masterpiece and they're just a tad too stylized. Like we have all those intricacies and everything, we got those painted and it looks cool. It really looks cool and it's a great dinosaur, but for G1 masterpiece there's just a little bit too many nooks and crannies. Know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like when I look at the fans toys, the grinder, that's G1. There's still a lot of line work and everything, but there's not so much paint, you know? So that's good. The grinder works also better, because on the articulation over here, like in Dino mode, it doesn't fall apart, you know? Like it opens up fairly soon or fairly easy, but when you want him, you know, like a little bit more wide stance, you can adjust the claws and it gives the illusion of a leveled down foot. But in bot mode there's no such thing, due to this weird rocker. This weird rocker to the outside. Okay, he can run, but does he want to be level footed? Like I said, there's no chance to it. So action poses are rather hard on this. Also on the articulation, the problem is that his arm comes apart with this weird pin, and the hand going down from the mushroom. This is like, I don't know if I could forgive that. Like to me this is, I don't buy this. I don't buy this. I tell you fair and square, I do not buy this. Like the bot mode and the dino mode are great. If you want him standing like that in the one, either or the other mode, if you may have the throne, wherever or whenever this is coming, you have a great looking set. You have great Dinobots around it, and also a little bit back to the arms, like the ball joint here on the shoulder in Dino mode, that works well. But if you want to pose him, getting action poses, that is rather hard. You know, it's not like something would break or anything, but I don't know, you would need to see that for yourself. But you see what I say about the price. This costs a lot. Andy paid $175 for this. And there is good chunks of die cast in there and everything, but it just falls apart in certain departments. Like also the accessories. Apparently with Grimlock you need to have a crown. Meh. The sword is light up, but the blaster isn't. Huh? Then you have the flames for the sword. They won't latch on. Or they latch on for 5 seconds and then they fall down. Like the preview pictures I showed you on my Instagram, getting this shot of him with the flames had me like, because I tried to hold this pose and all the time this flame would come down. It wouldn't pack together. This is bad. Also maybe have a little adapter for his mouth gun, you know, so he can actually breathe fire. Because my thumbnail, I had to hold the flame in place and Photoshop my hand out of there. Not the way to go, if you ask me. So I think I pretty much ranted it all down there pretty much. I tried to make it a little bit more fluid and not so much dependent on my actual rating system. I still have that on the side. You saw my eyes wandering off for a slight bit, but only to get, you know, a little bit of a grip and see what still is missing. Nevertheless, you see the rating. It is still a good bot. But for the price and the failures of him, I can't recommend him in good conscience. If you still enjoy the size, you saw the comparison, and you want him this big and Grinder isn't big enough, then this is pretty much a no-brainer. To me, this, I would go with Fans Toys. I tell you fair and square. And so with this, I hope you enjoyed this review and it helped you a little bit. If a little bit in, let's call it self-business. I did myself a little t-shirt. I got compliments for the style of my logo and my channel pretty much from the get-go, but I didn't want to go ahead with this from the get-go. So I waited a little bit, but I checked out Teespring, I checked out Spreadshirt. This is the prototype. This I did over Spreadshirt because you could easily order one single one and the print came out great. Picture quality is apparently very sufficient, as you might see. And I went ahead with Teespring, and certain people told me, I did a little survey in several places on my Instagram, Facebook, and also on the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. And apparently people would love to have a t-shirt from this, or of my channel, of my stuff. So if you want, you can have that too. I set up a little something on Teespring. You can find the link down below. If you would buy that and wear it, thank you very much. I would appreciate it. If you do and you follow my Instagram, maybe mark me so I will see that. I would appreciate it. I would be very glad, very happy for that. And until then, I can only tell you for toy news, also head on over to my Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me your likes and also give me a subscribe. I would appreciate it. And until the next one, which will be Fulgor from Ultra Source, is standing over there on Tuesday. And on Thursday, I have a little something special. It seems like, so far, you never know how scheduling is, I will be sitting down with James from the developer group of TechCom 2029, a Terminator game. I hit those guys up and asked them, and they said, oh, that would be something else. Yeah, we'll check around and then we'll get back to you, and they want to. I have the logo. I will set a little something up, and I will, yeah, have a little chat with them. I'm really looking forward to that. If you have any questions for them, be sure to check out the chat. I will set this up and give you a heads up. And if you want me to ask them something directly, hit me up anywhere. Details down below, and I will scribble them down and ask them when the actual Hangout show is. All right, until then, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, wishing you a nice week, and thanks so much for watching. All right, guys, appreciate it. Take care. Bye.